Alright, so the list. Aside from the last video I just made, I hadn't really acknowledged it in a while, and I'd almost sort of forgotten about it. Until I went to make the reaction video parody, where I remembered, oh, that was one of the things that I listed on the list. So I think it's time that I get around to doing another one, but I'm not sure which one, so I'm going to leave that up to chance. But before that, I do have some additions. The only thing that's so far been ticked off is the lazy reaction video. You can see it there, but down here we've got some more things that I added a few days ago. They are make a daily routine video, play Minecraft, get copyright claimed, and make a second channel. All of them are pretty straightforward, but I can actually cross out get copyright claimed because that already happened. Which, funnily enough, it didn't happen on the video where I actually used music, but in the one where I showed footage from a music video, that was strange. So to decide what I'm going to do is going to be put up to complete chance, and I have here a spin wheel generator thing that I just googled, and I've got, in no particular order, some options that I think I could just do today. So I've got a quiz video, playing Minecraft, starting YouTuber beef, a Reddit video, a try not to laugh video, and to make some terrible YouTuber music. Obviously some of those are going to be harder than others, but I'll just see what I can do with the remainder of the day. So let's see what we get. Okay, so Reddit video, that is, that could actually mean a couple of different things. So let me make another wheel. Okay, so here I have three options for Reddit based videos. A subreddit review, very boring. A Reddit 50/50, I really don't want to get that one. And a roast me. So just put your photo up and let the internet have at it. So let's see what we get. Okay. Guess we're going the attention-seeking route. That's fine. Let me set up my camera to get a photo. I have mixed feelings about Reddit content on YouTube. For the most part, I enjoy the content, but just because I like something doesn't mean that it's good. I guess good in this case really means transformative. That's the big issue here. If the Reddit posts themselves you're showing aren't made by you, then you, the YouTuber, need to do something to it to make it a unique experience. You need to add to it, not just read it out or have a robot read it out, or sit in the corner of the screen and add no substance other than your pretty looks. These points also translate to reaction content in general, I suppose. Reddit content could probably be considered as a category within reaction content, so let me talk about that as a whole for a minute and I'll circle back to Reddit. Reaction content, I think, exists on a spectrum. On this end you've got the no substance reactions. A little bit inwards from that you've got the wow, that's crazy reactors, and further along you would have the overreactors, and the people that describe everything they see, the Captain Obviouses. On the other end of the spectrum, you would have what I call more commentary content. People like Cody Ko and Noah Miller, Danny Gonzalez, Drew Gooden, those kinds of guys. The best way I can describe that type of content is like, step 1, here's a clip. Step 2, here's a reaction / criticism / cyberbullying / joke. And step 3, repeat. The key here being that they cut up the source material so that there's at least half the video which is their own input, only showing the best bits of the source so that they can show off their best bits of talky, jokey bully time. I would like to think that most people can agree that the commentary sides of things is overall better content. Generally, the higher I put up this super scientific scale I place a video, the more entertaining I find it. but the other end still has a shot of entertaining me, and that all depends on how good the source material is. So I may be able to enjoy a super low effort reaction video, but it has nothing to do with the reactor in question. This is how Reddit YouTube can be fun to watch, but be overall bad. So while my reaction spectrum covers a majority of Reddit's content, there are some types of Reddit content that don't quite fit neatly into my transformation-based rule. The voiceovers and robot readings of posts can't even count as reactions or commentary, and are generally bare minimum effort. But you could take someone like ProZD who does professional voice acting, who applies his skills in reading his posts, and they are a lot better. I think that's transformational enough. A roast me or a video made by original posters don't really need to make it that transformational, because it's their posts in the first place. But I would prefer roast me's with leaving the credit to those who make the roasts. Actually, that's a rule in general. If you cut out the names so that the original creators don't get the credit that they deserve, you suck. I think I'll detail the biggest exception to the Reddit reaction spectrum thing with an example. The easiest person to use for this example is PewDiePie, considering he's the biggest. Felix does make a lot of Reddit videos, and the ones where he just finds a subreddit and reacts to it are pretty basic, and probably low on the transformation scale. As much as I'm a fan of PewDiePie, this is pretty lazy content coming from him, and I'm pretty sure he would agree. But the bulk of his Reddit videos are part of his series Lowai. If you're not familiar, Lowai stands for Last Week I Asked You, which at this point in the series is so far removed from what the videos are actually about, so there probably wasn't any point in telling you, but whatever. Lowai is basically, he has his own subreddit, people put stuff on there, he looks at the top voted stuff for the week, and then comments on the size of your genitals. Most of the submissions are memes or fan art, or no, it's just those two things, but it is good stuff. And it is a great way for a YouTuber or creator of whatever kind to interact with their community. Felix gets a laugh, or gets impressed, or gets bullied, and then the people that make the posts get that sweet, sweet internet attention. Everyone has a good time, and the social contract is clear. You are most likely making your post hoping to get into the next Lowai video. I've tried and was unsuccessful. It's harder than it looks. So while his input may not always be the most interesting part of his videos, that's not the point. It's for his community. The 19-year-olds. It's just good stuff. To summarize, Reddit content can be good, but it's very easy for it not to be. Now, let's just get this over and done with. Alright, so I got my photo done. It's not very good, but I guess that can be part of the fun. Let me just add a description. I think that's all I'll need. Not wanting to do it, but let's just... Oh my gosh, my spelling's shocking. Unemployed. Jeez, don't want to get the spelling wrong. Okay, yeah, and that's why I double check everything. 3, 2, 1. Alright, well, apparently needs to get approved. I don't know if I'll come back later tonight or another day, but when I've got enough responses to share, I'll be back. Apparently I have an incomplete meat tube. So I've taken another photo and I'll upload that with the same caption and everything, and I'll be back to you right now. Okay, I'm back. It's dark out, which means the light's on, which means instead of grey fuzzy background, you get a yellow fuzzy background. That's assuming I don't work out how to color grade properly and denoise it. You'll be able to tell. I haven't seen any of the roasts yet, so hopefully there's something good. You put the psycho in psychology. Fair enough. Rocky from the 1985 hit Mask had a son. I don't know that reference, let me check. Yeah, I kinda see it, that's fair. Smart move, saving tens of thousands of dollars on visits to the psychologist over a course of a lifetime. Mr. Excitement over here. Damn, you can tell he's a psychology student. Torn hair, band handwriting, and worry lines between his brows. Don't worry, bud. Soon you'll have a degree and can use it as a placemat when your brain finally melts from the stress of finals. That's pretty good. I like that one. Very creative. Shouldn't you be busy making flint tools? Caveman. Okay, got it. Finally, a psychologist that has been into the nut house and tested for all the drugs for his patient's safety. Didn't realize Danny Masterson had a helicopter landing pads on his forehead. Okay, assuming he hasn't done anything terrible. Oh. Okay. Having long hair just accentuates your receding hairline. Good advice, didn't know that. Jon Snow's crackhead twin. Yep. You made a typo in your post, you should have written psychology patient. I fixed it for you. Yeah, you look like the sort of guy gets stuck with a party at. Oh, sorry about that. We need to change the definition of misery on Wikipedia to a picture of this guy. Ouch. I do kind of like that though. Okay, so generally the consensus is I look like I should be the patient instead of the psychologist, which is probably some merit too. But I would call that successful, I think. Nothing soul crushing. But I've got new things to be self-conscious about, so that's fun. What did we learn? My hair's not great. I should get therapy. I look miserable. The photo doesn't help. I think I look at least a little bit more alive. Also need to widen my range in movies and television to understand the hurtful things they say. Unless I see any amazing comments that I see between now and by the time this video comes out, that'll be the end of it. If not, there'll be one here. Aside from that, I can tick lazy Reddit video off the list. What will be the next thing I make? I have no idea. Bye.